to another video. This video is regarding English. English is a very hot topic. Everywhere we are going, if you are in school, if you're in college, or if you're in a company, everywhere there is one thing you have to be very good is in English. Because the mode of communication or the language of communication is primarily now is in English. But one thing also common is there is a fear of English everywhere. People like students, employee, or normal common people, whoever are there, those people have a common fear, and this fear is fear of English. Like people think that okay, it's very tough. People think that it's very difficult to speak in front of people. People have stage fear. They cannot speak in front of people in English. So it's very common, the fear of English. So that's why I took this topic, and I'm going to tell you about fear of English. Let's start. Particularly, I will give you the 5 tips to overcome this fear of English. How you will overcome this fear of English with the help of these 5 tips that I am going to tell you today. Let's start with the first one. The first one is very relatable to the topic. The topic is fear of English. So that's why you need to understand the fear. The first tip is you need to understand the real fear. What is the fear? If you overcome something, you need to understand that thing particularly first. So you need to understand here the fear. What is the fear here? The fear is not about the difficulty of the language. It's not the way you speak, but here the fear is your lack of confidence. You're thinking about your image. If you're wrong, what they will think, what other people will think if you're wrong, or if you'll speak in wrong English. So that is the important thing. You need to understand what is the fear. Fear is not about its difficulty, how to speak, all those things, but it's your lack of confidence. It's your fear of your image in front of people or in front of public. So that's why you need to understand the fear, and you need to overcome that. You have to be very confident whenever you will speak. So that's the first tip. You need to understand the fear. What is the real fear? And you need to overcome that. The second tip is a very important one. As you all know, basically Indian people, we are not the native English speaker. Who are the native English speaker? The native speakers are the people of UK, Canada, Australia, or America. Those people whose mother tongue is English. But we are not the native speaker. So second tip is regarding this point, and the second tip is, remember, you have the perfect excuse to commit mistakes. You have the perfect excuse. So don't think about if you are going wrong. So you always need to think that you need to speak. You need to continue to speak in English. You need to continue to read in English. So you have the perfect excuse if you are wrong. So that's the second tip. And the tip is, remember, you have the perfect excuse whenever you were speaking in English. So that's it. So the first tip is understand the fear. Second tip is you have the perfect excuse. You need to remember always. Let's move on to the third one. And the third tip is come out of your comfort zone. It's very, very important. We human beings are very, very comfortable in our own circle. If we have the Hindi speaking people, we are always confined with those people. We never go to other people who are speaking in English. So you need to come out of your comfort zone, and you need to go and challenge yourself to face a difficult thing and to mingling with the people who are speaking English. So you need to come out of your comfort zone and try to speak in English with the other people who are very good in English. So the third point is come out of your comfort zone. Let's move on to the fourth one. And the fourth one is don't wait until you are perfect. Nobody is perfect in this world. To err is human. That is one thing or one sentence we have heard from many days. It's very important to understand that nobody is perfect in this world. So you need to continue speaking English. You should not wait for a perfect day when you will be a great speaker, you will be a perfect speaker. No. You have to continue speaking in English. If you are committing mistakes, try to correct it. Don't wait for the perfect day when you will be a great speaker or you're a perfect English speaker. Don't. So you need to continue your speech, or you need to continue learning English. If you're committing mistakes, it's okay, but you need to continue it. That's the important thing. So let's move on to the next one. The next tip is focus on material, not the audiences or listener. If we are speaking in English, or if we are giving a speech in English in front of people, or in front of 4 or 5 people we are talking, then we always think that what they will think about my speaking, what they will think about my English. But no, you should not think about that. You need to focus on the material, what you are talking about, what's your main purpose, what's your message by this conversation, that you need to understand, and you need to focus on that thing only. Don't think about what they are thinking. If somebody is listening to you, that means you are already very good. So don't think about that. Don't think about the listeners. Don't think about the audiences. Just be confident and move forward. That's the only thing. So these are the 5 tips I've given you. These tips are wonderful if you will use it in your daily life, if you'll use it whenever you will speak in English. And if you remember these tips whenever you are going to give a speech in English, whenever you are conversing with someone in English. So these 5 tips are very important. From my personal experience, I'm telling you, these 5 tips helped me a lot to understand English, to comprehend English, to speak in English in a better way. So that's why you just go and use it in your life. It will definitely help you. The one thing, the next point I'm telling you is a bonus point for you. Those are 5 points, and this is the bonus point. And the point is, or the tip is, accept that fear is normal and you need courage to face it. If you're not facing the difficulties, if you're not facing the challenges, you will never develop, or you will never improve. Like my channel's name is Let's Improve. So that's why this point is very relatable for me and you people. You need to face those challenges and just overcome those challenges and move forward and have a very improved life, very improved communication skill, very improved speaking skill. So this is the last point, or the bonus tip for you people. So this is it. This is the end of the video. If you like my video, please comment, share and subscribe my channel. And as my channel's name is Let's Improve, let's improve yourself, let's improve ourselves. And lastly, be confident and keep learning. Thank you.